More than 1.5 billion people today have little or no opportunity to hear the name of Jesus. Many of them live in isolated geographic regions and cultures where there are no churches, and no missionary has ever gained access to where they live. Others are in areas like Iran and Afghanistan, where there is hostility and resistance to the gospel, and danger for any who would dare go and share the good news of Jesus Christ. On the coast of India, on December 26, 2004, some of those barriers came crashing down. In 11 countries, more than 225,000 people died from a tsunami on that sunny day. In India, a pastor named K.Paramesvaran lost 10 family members, including his 3 children, whose hands he was trying to hold when the wave overtook them. Filled with grief, pain, and heartache, this modern-day Job was pushed to his limit by his Hindu family.
That was the next day my brother came, he was shouting, "Where is your Jesus? Why he did not save you?"
After a season of grief that included thoughts of abandonment and suicide, God began to work in Paramesvaran's heart. With a desire in his soul to be used by God, he reached out to orphans in nearby villages.
And so he came to us and asked the Southern Baptists if we could help set up his orphanage.
Filled with compassion, Southern Baptists responded by providing all the physical needs to start the orphanage. Now, 4 years later, God has once again blessed Paramesvaran and his wife with 2 new children and 20 orphans, who not only think of him as Father, but now know their Father in heaven. Paramesvaran's story is just one example of how anything is possible with God, and how the more than $17 million in aid given by Southern Baptists has opened doors once closed to the gospel. Because you gave through the cooperative program and to the missions offering, your missionaries were in place and able to respond quickly. Through the doors that were opened by the tsunami, in India alone, more than 1,400 new churches have been started, and over 12,000 have accepted Christ. Resources provided by your giving to the missions offering are helping missionaries to find the people groups that have no access to the gospel, and then follow God's plan to engage those peoples. Jesus made it very clear, if we are his disciples, the mission is ours. What will you give, and what will you do, so that those who are missing experience the joy of knowing Christ?